Today, we're digging into a skill that is absolutely critical in any high-pressure job: emotional intelligence. We're going to look at how understanding and managing emotions, not just yours, but everyone else's, can become your most powerful and, yeah, your quietest tool for success.
Okay, let's just get real for a second, especially if you're in a frontline role. Your day, every single day, is a constant stream of dealing with people, right? And a lot of those interactions involve navigating really difficult personalities in some pretty high-stakes situations. It's part of the job, for sure, but let's be honest, it's exhausting. But what if I told you there's a way to handle the vast majority of those challenges more effectively? Imagine having the right tools to tackle, say, 75 to 90% of the tough situations you face. That's not just a small improvement, that's a total game changer in how you work and how you feel at the end of the day.
So, how in the world do we get there? Well, the answer lies in a different kind of intelligence. It's time to talk about the EQ advantage.
You know, we're all familiar with IQ. That's your book smarts, your technical know-how. It's the what you know. But then you've got EQ, your emotional quotient. And that is all about the how. How you use what you know, how you build relationships, how you navigate tricky social currents. And in a job like yours, the how is often way more important than the what.
So what exactly is emotional intelligence when you boil it down? It's a real practical skill. It's about being tuned in to your own emotions, keeping them in check, and then using that self-awareness to understand what's driving the people around you. And look, this isn't about being soft. It's about being strategically smart with people.
And when you build this skill, it's not just some nice idea. It leads to a real, tangible transformation at work. We're talking about making the shift from just being an officer who follows protocol to becoming a genuine influencer who shapes outcomes. So, what does that transformation look like? Well, you'll find you can guide your team in a much more effective way. You'll see a real jump in team performance. And honestly, you'll experience some profound personal growth that makes a difference both on and off the job. You'll master these skills in all your relationships.
One of the core ideas here is learning how to steer yourself towards pleasing goals and behaviors. Now think about that for a second. It means you stop just reacting to what's thrown at you. Instead, you're in the driver's seat, proactively and consciously choosing your actions to get the results you actually want.
Let me give you a concrete example. You know that friction that comes from a lack of trust in a team? It can be toxic. Well, EQ gives you the actual tools to start breaking down those barriers, using something we call mature empathy. That's the ability to really, truly see things from someone else's point of view without losing your own.
And here's something that's always fascinating: self-awareness. We all have blind spots, right? Things about ourselves that other people see, but we don't. This program actually uses tools like the Johari window. It's a framework that helps you see the gap between how you view yourself and how your team really sees you. Getting that kind of insight, it's a complete game changer. Okay, so this all sounds pretty good, right? But you're probably wondering, how does it all work? How do you actually learn this stuff? Let's break down the program itself and what your path to mastery looks like.
First thing you need to know, this is not a boring lecture where you just sit and listen. No way. It's a completely active learning environment. We're talking about diving into real-world case studies, having lively forum discussions, getting on your feet for role-playing, and even using game-based simulations. You're going to learn this by doing it.
So, picture this. We drop you into a simulation. It's called Calm and Angry. You're in a room with two people. One is totally calm, very logical. The other person, they're frustrated, emotional, maybe even getting a little hostile. Sound familiar? I bet it does. So, what's your move? In that moment, how do you use your emotional intelligence to de-escalate the tension, make the angry person feel heard, and actually build a connection so you can solve the problem? This is the kind of real, practical training you'll get your hands on. And a whole program is structured really logically over 2 days. Day 1 is all about building that solid foundation, making sure we're all on the same page about IQ, EQ, emotions, and empathy. Then Day 2 is where the magic happens. It's all about application and self-mastery. We dive into self-development, SWOT analysis, and making smarter decisions using EQ. When all is said and done, what's the ultimate goal here? It's simple: to help you lead with a brand new kind of strength. One that isn't loud or flashy, but is incredibly powerful.
And it's so important to stress that this program is designed specifically for frontline officers. The scenarios, the case studies, the challenges, everything is pulled directly from the world you live and breathe in every single day.
Our goal is to help you become a more mature, more well-rounded officer in every part of your job. You're going to walk away with practical, proven techniques drawn from the latest research and case studies, so you can stay effective, relevant, and confident.
And that brings us right back to where we started. See, emotional intelligence isn't about becoming a different person. It's about adding an incredibly powerful tool to the strengths you already have. It's about learning to stop just reacting and to start influencing. So let me ask you, are you ready to boost your strengths silently?